right, so here's the answer to what disease afflicts 6 million people who don't even know it, don't even know they have it. It's diabetes. Right now, there is serious communication, a communications gap going on with the disease. And one basketball Hall of Famer is doing what he can to close it. Former Atlanta Hawks forward Dominique Wilkins is trying to help seniors get a jump on diabetes. At the rate we're going, the disease will hit 1 in 3 of us by 2050. And yet most people over 65 don't know that they can get a free screening for diabetes through Medicare. Wilkins, a type 2 diabetic himself, was just named Georgia's diabetes ambassador.
Well, I found out when I turned 40 that I was diabetic. It was 2 years after I retired, actually.
So you weren't on the court. You didn't have lethargy. You had no symptoms, nothing. You didn't know.
Well, at least I didn't think of it. I mean, because when you're in great shape, diabetes is very hard to detect. And once my life slowed down, I became mortal like everybody else. You find out you have the same problems that everybody else has.
Yeah. People don't, you know, when you think about it, it's like, oh, well, oh, cancer or HIV or this. But, I mean, diabetes is serious. Would you say it's almost at a crisis level, especially for minorities in this country?
Well, it isn't almost at a crisis level. It is at a crisis level. I mean, you knew the numbers in this country. The people who are diabetic in this country, the numbers are off the chart. It's an epidemic now, and we have to come together in some form or fashion to really combat this disease.
Well, most people don't realize that you can survive or whatever, but you don't have to be a victim of diabetes.
Well, you don't, but it comes down to educating yourself. And that's why I've teamed up with the Medicare Diabetes Screening Project to make sure we educate people the right way and give them options. And the great thing about what Medicare is doing is giving seniors over 65 a chance to get free screening. And it's really great for us because Atlanta Hawks as well as Novo Nordisk has partnered up to be a part of this project, and I see us making a lot of headway on really educating people on how to manage this chronic disease.
When I heard about what you're doing, I was like, wow, this is huge, because my father died from complications from diabetes. Your father?
My father and grandfather.
And your grandfather. So it's personal for you.
It's personal because now out of 8 brothers and sisters, I'm the only one to get diabetes, and I'm in better shape than most of them. But it just goes to show that it doesn't pick and choose the people that it attacked. Diabetes is hereditary. It runs in my family, so someone in my family was bound to have it.
Yeah. Do you worry about other members? Do you worry about your kids?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, I constantly tell members of my family to get screened, because I think that's the first thing you have to do as far as monitoring your health. Get screened so you can see better how to manage your chronic disease. And, you know, I also watch my sons and my daughters and make sure that they get checked, because, again, it's hereditary and you don't want anything bad to happen.
It is hereditary, but it's also diet, right?
Yes.
And exercise.
Type 2 diabetes is mostly diet related. And, you know, the thing that I preach to people is 3 things to keep you healthy: diet, exercise, and medication. Those 3 components working together that keeps you healthy. And it's a very manageable disease if you're willing to make a lifestyle change.
Manageable. But I'm sure you would rather not spend your days or whenever you have taking insulin. Tell us what your day is. Tell us what your regimen is like.
Well, you know, put it this way, I treat my diabetes very aggressively, and I take medication twice a day for my diabetes, but it's become routine for me now. I don't really think about it. You know, when you're doing something to better your life and to really save your life, you don't really think about it. It's just like anything else you do in life. If you have time to get up and brush your teeth, wash your car, or eat breakfast in the morning, you can take time to take medication to take care of yourself. But on top of that, making sure you change your diet, where you eat right, and do some type of physical activity. You have to have physical activity in your life.
You know, we miss you on the court. We wonder if you miss it.
I always miss it, but your body just won't allow it. You know? But yeah, I still get out and play a little bit with my son. We play a lot, and yeah, I'd never let him win.
Having had so many people in your family affected by it and die from it, give me a final message to people watching.
Get screened. That's the first thing. Take advantage of the Medicare Diabetes Screening Project. That's the first step in really monitoring your health. If you're having symptoms, if you're having problems, you have to make regular doctor's visits and build better relationships with your physician. I think that's the biggest message I can give you.
All right, we're going to freak everybody out, but on this camera, stand up. I want everybody to see that you're still the big man. Look at that.
Well, how come you sit taller than me sitting down? You know?
Back in the light. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And he's actually much taller than that. I had on cowboy boots, which gave me probably, you know, a little bit of added height there. My thanks to Dominique Wilkins. And for more information on this, go to screenfordiabetes.org, screenfordiabetes.org.